Hello there. So, first of all, pardon my French, but enchanté, mon ami. I wanted to talk to you guys about something, and I wanted to start sort of a series of these, and I think I'm going to title it The Selfish Adventure. And so let me unpack what I mean by that. So I am at a place in my life currently where I feel like I've come quite a long way from a period of a few years ago where I went through a pretty intense time of crisis. And I won't bore you with the details on that. I'll just say that I was not doing very well up here at all 3 to 4 years ago. And I was looking at the rest of my life, and it was scary because my lifelong struggles with mental health issues, it felt like they were culminating into something that was going to be really devastating and debilitating for me. And I didn't know what the rest of my life would look like, and but it's been a long, slow process, and I'm not where I want to be yet. I'm not quite there yet, but I feel I can honestly look at the baby steps I've been making and see real tangible progress, and I'm happy about that. But despite what I've just said, and despite this video being titled The Selfish Adventure, this isn't about me. It really isn't. I want to communicate something that I've been feeling recently, and I wanted to start a whole I don't know if lecture series is the right way to categorize this, but a whole series of just me discussing the subject and seeing where it goes. And I call it an adventure because I feel like it's a path of discovery, and I don't know where it's going to go yet. But basically what I'm trying to say is that, if you look around at the world today and see how we've come so far technologically, but we seem to be failing more desperately than we ever have to communicate with each other effectively and to come together as fellow human beings. We're just so content now more than ever, it seems, to retreat into our little camps, our little subgroups, and live in our echo chambers. And so I love all humans, all humanity, or I want to. I try to. We all struggle with love, with the when we get hurt and we experience trauma, and we hold on to the feelings against the people who've wronged us. And so what is the selfish adventure? What do I mean by that? I hope I'm talking loud enough over all these cars and the fountain and stuff and everything, but I needed to be at this fountain here. It's a very peaceful ambiance. What I mean by the selfish adventure is it's a process that I want to start going on, and you're welcome to join me if you want to, of looking inward and with self-love, with the true appreciation and understanding of the good things we've done and the happiness and joy we've brought to others. Take real honest stock of that. Don't sell yourself out. Be proud of yourself when you do these things, and then honestly take into account where you've failed and where you've hurt people. And it's a process of seeing yourself in the most real and honest, in the most way that's closest to reality. Finally got the words to help. We can't meet ourselves. God, I wish I could. I wish I could sit across the table from myself and have a conversation, because I want to know what other people think of me. I really do. And but at the same time, I don't care about what certain people think of me. I care what certain people think of me, and I could care less what other people think of me, and that depends, of course, on how I feel about those people. But humanity, we're all flawed, we're all struggling, we're all flailing, I think. But if we're even going to start, if we're even going to have a first baby step of coming together, uniting, and being one human race, we need to start looking inward, and it needs to be uncomfortable, and it needs to be honest. And it took me a long time to really look inward and to fix the serious problems I had. And that helped me come out of the mess I was in. And where I'm coming from is, again, I'm not where I want to be, and I'm not where I want to be yet. And I'm still very much, figuring myself out. But I feel I'm at the point where I have something to say about the human condition, and about, what's wrong with the planet. But I'm going on an adventure with you guys because I know that what little I have to offer is a not even a drop in the ocean. It's a micro drop in the ocean. But I want to try and spread something and start something. And like so many projects, whether they're artistic or, social or humanitarian, so many end in failure because life wants to distract you, and it often succeeds. But for the time being, I'm going to keep this up, see how far it goes. I'm going to revisit the subject in future videos, and I'll try and engage and respond to you guys in whatever way that I can, if you guys even want to respond. And I'm going to continue to learn about myself and with this process. And so I'll just end by saying that I think we should, in order to, I don't know if save humanity is the right way to put it, but in order to come together and unite, we need to start looking at ourselves as the most honest way we can. And I'll leave it with a tangible example of this, if you bear with me here. I haven't lost you already. Imagine you're talking to someone and you speak, and the words that you speak, they look like lightning bolts, but they're different colors. Like one's red, one's pink, one's orange, one's green, one's yellow, one's purple, whatever. And they're coming out of your mouth and they're swirling around, and they're making a nice little noise, and it's a nice little pattern of their movements, and they split and they enter into the either ear of the person you're talking to. And then the person responds to what you've said, and the lightning bolts that have gone into their ears comes out of their mouth, and it's all tangled and jumbled and messed up, and it makes a crackling, unpleasant noise, and you're like, that's your fault. Because while the electric words, the colored lightning coming out of your mouth, while it looked good to you, it didn't, the other person was not able to make sense of it. And it got all tangled up and jumbled and came out as a discordant, loud noise. And you're just like, that noise, it's awful. And the lightning twisted together looks awful, and it's flashing and it's hurting your eyes. And so when you speak to someone, you're giving them broken puzzle pieces, usually. And they have to put the puzzle together in their head. And if you just throw the pieces in front of them and don't tell them how to put it together, they're going to come up with a jumbled mess. You need to walk them through, this is how you put the pieces together. So that'll be what I'll leave you guys with before the next video is, the next time you communicate, have the puzzle finished, in your head. Have have the lightning, the words all those colored electric ribbons. Begin with the end in mind, I guess. You know that Stephen Covey book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Don't give them something that they have to put together. Give them the thought already put together, you know? So that's where I'll leave you with. And I'll continue this at a future date. I want you all to be at peace. Thank you.